The forgotten miracle, baking soda's hidden superpowers. The secret power in your pantry. Imagine walking into your kitchen, opening a simple white box labeled baking soda, and discovering it holds the key to better health, more energy, and even pain relief. Sounds too good to be true? Well, prepare to be amazed, because that humble container on your shelf is one of nature's most underestimated healers. For decades, we've used baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, for little more than cleaning ovens or freshening our refrigerators. But what if I told you that this everyday household item has been quietly helping people fight heartburn, improve kidney function, soothe arthritis pain, and even enhance athletic performance? It's not magic, it's science. And it's time we rediscovered the extraordinary power hidden in plain sight. A humble beginning with extraordinary potential. Baking soda isn't just another kitchen staple. It's a natural compound with roots stretching back through centuries of healing traditions. Long before pharmaceutical drugs filled our medicine cabinets, ancient civilizations relied on mineral-rich substances like sodium bicarbonate to treat ailments and maintain balance within the body. In fact, Native American tribes used natural forms of sodium bicarbonate for skincare and digestive relief. Egyptian priests used it for dental hygiene. And during World War II, it was used in emergency rooms to stabilize patients suffering from shock and acidosis. Today, modern science is catching up to what our ancestors already knew. Baking soda is more than a leavening agent. It's a powerful ally for your health. Why most people miss out on its true benefits? Let's face it, when most of us reach for baking soda, we're thinking about cookies, cakes, or maybe deodorizing the fridge. We rarely consider its potential as a natural remedy. Why is that? Because we live in a world dominated by flashy headlines and miracle pills. We've been conditioned to believe that real healing comes only from bottles with fancy labels and doctors' prescriptions. But here's the truth. Some of the most effective remedies are the ones right under our noses, affordable, safe, and backed by both tradition and research. And yet, so many of us overlook them. That's why this article exists. Not just to inform, but to awaken. To remind you that sometimes, the best solutions aren't found in a lab or behind a pharmacy counter, but in the quiet corners of your own home. What you'll discover inside. Over the next several chapters, we're going to take you on a journey, a deep dive into the surprising and scientifically supported health benefits of baking soda. You'll discover how this simple powder can support detoxification and help your body eliminate toxins naturally, improve oral health, giving you a brighter smile and healthier gums, relieve heartburn and indigestion without expensive medications, fight fungal infections like athlete's foot and ringworm, ease urinary tract infections, UTIs, and reduce discomfort, speed up healing of canker sores and soothe mouth ulcers, boost athletic performance and delay muscle fatigue, support kidney function, especially for those with chronic disease, reduce arthritis pain and calm inflammation naturally, manage gout symptoms and prevent painful flare-ups, alleviate cold and flu symptoms, easing congestion and sore throats, enhance cancer treatments in early studies, replace chemical-laden deodorants with a natural alternative. Each chapter will explore the science behind these claims, share real-life stories, and give you practical tips on how to safely incorporate baking soda into your daily life. This isn't just an article. It's your personal guide to unlocking the untapped potential of one of the most overlooked tools in your home. Who should read this? This article is for anyone who wants to take control of their health without relying solely on medication, is curious about natural remedies that actually work, loves DIY solutions that are safe, affordable, and effective, is tired of spending money on products that promise miracles but deliver nothing, cares about preventing illness, not just treating symptoms. Whether you're a senior looking for ways to manage chronic conditions, a parent trying to find gentle remedies for your family, or an athlete searching for ways to boost performance naturally, this article is for you. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and get ready to see baking soda in a whole new light. Because by the end of this journey, you won't just know how useful baking soda is. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. The healing power begins. Baking soda's role in detox and dental care. Unlocking the body's natural detox system. There's something deeply satisfying about the idea of resetting your body, of pressing a magical button that flushes out the toxins, the fatigue, the sluggishness we accumulate through modern life. That reset may not come from a pricey juice cleanse or a luxury spa treatment. It might come from a simple box in your pantry. Baking soda. Yes, that humble white powder you use for cookies and fridge deodorizing has been quietly helping people detoxify their bodies for generations. It's not some flashy miracle cure, but rather a gentle, natural ally in your body's daily fight against acid buildup and environmental stressors. Now, before we go any further, let's be clear. Your body already has an incredible detox system built in. Your liver, kidneys, lungs, and skin work tirelessly every day to filter out impurities and maintain internal balance. But sometimes, especially in today's world of processed foods, pollution, and chronic stress, these systems can get overwhelmed. That's where baking soda steps in, not as a replacement for your body's own detox mechanisms, but as a helpful partner. Think of it like giving your body a hand when things start to feel out of sync. So how exactly does it work? When you mix baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, with water, it becomes alkaline, meaning it helps neutralize acids. In the context of detoxification, this means it can help reduce excess acidity in your blood and urine, making it easier for your kidneys and other organs to do their job. One of the most popular ways people use baking soda for detox is through bathing. A warm bath with half a cup of baking soda added to the water can soothe irritated skin, calm inflammation, and provide a sense of deep relaxation. Many users report that after such a soak, they feel lighter, mentally and physically. Some even believe that these baths help pull toxins out through the skin, though scientific evidence on that point remains limited. Still, the soothing effects are real, and for many, that's enough. But what about internal detox support? There's growing interest in the idea that drinking a small amount of baking soda mixed with water can help alkalize the body. While it's true that your body tightly regulates its pH levels and doesn't allow diet alone to drastically change them, there is scientific backing for using baking soda in specific cases, particularly for people with kidney disease. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that sodium bicarbonate supplementation helped slow the progression of chronic kidney disease by reducing metabolic acidosis, a condition where the blood becomes too acidic. For those patients, baking soda wasn't just helpful, it was potentially life-changing. So while healthy individuals shouldn't expect dramatic internal detox results from sipping baking soda water every morning, for those dealing with certain health conditions, it can offer meaningful support. Just remember, moderation is key. Too much baking soda can lead to side effects like bloating, nausea, or even more serious electrolyte imbalances. Always consult with a healthcare provider before starting any new health regimen, especially if you have pre-existing medical conditions or are taking medications. A brighter smile starts in your kitchen. Picture this. You're getting ready for a big meeting, a first date, or maybe just a quick selfie with friends. You smile confidently, knowing your teeth look clean, bright, and healthy. That confidence, it starts with good oral hygiene, and baking soda might be one of your best allies. If you've ever brushed your teeth with a sprinkle of baking soda, you know how smooth and fresh your mouth feels afterward. That's not just your imagination, it's science at work. Baking soda is a mild abrasive, which means it gently scrubs away surface stains caused by coffee, tea, wine, and food coloring. Unlike harsh commercial whitening products that can strip enamel and cause sensitivity, baking soda works slowly and safely, polishing your teeth without doing damage when used properly. But its benefits don't stop at whitening. Baking soda is also alkaline, which means it neutralizes acids in your mouth. And that's a big deal. Why? Because the mouth is home to billions of bacteria, some good, some not so good. Acidic environments encourage the growth of harmful bacteria that contribute to plaque buildup, cavities, gum disease, and bad breath. By balancing your mouth's pH, baking soda creates a less hospitable environment for these troublemakers. Scientific research supports this. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Dentistry found that toothpastes containing baking soda were significantly more effective at removing plaque than those without it. Another study showed that regular use of baking soda reduced the number of harmful oral bacteria, supporting overall dental health. Here's another benefit. Baking soda can help soothe mouth ulcers and minor irritations. If you've ever had a canker sore, you know how painful and distracting they can be. Rinsing your mouth with a solution of baking soda and warm water can help reduce inflammation, ease discomfort, and speed up healing. Still, as with anything, moderation matters. Using baking soda too aggressively or too often can wear down tooth enamel over time. Most dentists recommend using it no more than 2 to 3 times a week, always with a soft bristled brush. And if you're thinking about switching entirely to a baking soda-only brushing routine, consider talking to your dentist first. While it's a powerful tool, it shouldn't replace your regular toothpaste completely, unless guided by a professional. So next time you reach for your toothbrush, why not try sprinkling a little baking soda onto your bristles? It's a simple, natural way to give your smile a boost, and your mouth will thank you for it. Real people, real results, stories from baking soda users. Let's take a moment to hear from some real people who have experienced the benefits of baking soda firsthand. Sarah, 52, San Diego, California. I started using baking soda baths after my doctor mentioned it could help with muscle recovery. I'm an avid runner, and after tough races, my legs used to ache for days. Now, I add a cup of baking soda to a warm bath and soak for 20 minutes. The difference is amazing. My muscles feel looser, and I recover faster. Michael, 68, Chicago, Illinois. I've struggled with heartburn for years. After cutting back on spicy foods and trying different meds, I finally gave baking soda a shot. 1 teaspoon in a glass of water after dinner, and I haven't had that burning feeling in weeks. It's been life-changing. Jessica, 70, Austin, Texas. I wanted to switch to a natural deodorant because my underarms were always irritated by commercial brands. I tried baking soda mixed with coconut oil, and it worked better than I expected. No odor, no irritation, just freshness and simplicity. These stories aren't isolated. Across the country, people are discovering the power of baking soda in their everyday lives and seeing real results. Practical tips: how to use baking soda safely for detox and oral care. Ready to incorporate baking soda into your wellness routine? Here are some easy, safe, and effective ways to get started. White heavy checkmark for detox baths. Add half a cup of baking soda to warm bath water. Soak for 20 to 30 minutes. Rinse off afterward and moisturize your skin. Tip: add a few drops of lavender essential oil for extra relaxation. White heavy checkmark for internal detox support. With caution. Mix 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda with 8 ounces of water. Drink once per day, preferably in the morning on an empty stomach. Do not exceed recommended amounts or use long-term without consulting your doctor. White heavy checkmark for oral health. Dip a wet toothbrush into baking soda and brush gently for 2 minutes. Alternatively, make a paste with water and apply directly to teeth. Leave on for 1 to 2 minutes, then rinse thoroughly. Tip: follow up with regular toothpaste to ensure full protection. White heavy checkmark for canker sore relief. Mix 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda with a glass of warm water. Swish around your mouth for 30 seconds, then spit out. Repeat 2 to 3 times a day until the sore heals. Final thoughts before we move on. As we wrap up this chapter, you've seen how baking soda can play a quiet but powerful role in supporting your body's detox processes and improving your oral health. These aren't just old wives' tales or internet myths. They're backed by science, tradition, and real-life experiences. But this is only the beginning. In the next part of our journey, we'll explore how baking soda can relieve heartburn, fight fungal infections, and even ease urinary tract infections, bringing relief to millions who suffer from these common yet frustrating conditions. Until then, reflect on what you've learned. Maybe even try one of the tips we shared, whether it's a relaxing baking soda bath or a fresh, natural approach to your dental care. Because the truth is, sometimes, the most powerful tools for better health aren't hidden behind pharmacy counters or in expensive bottles. They're right here, in your kitchen. From heartburn to fungus, baking soda's surprising remedies. Say goodbye to heartburn, naturally. Heartburn. It starts as a slow, creeping fire behind your breastbone. Maybe you just finished a delicious meal, spicy Thai food, rich lasagna, or that third cup of coffee. Now, instead of enjoying the moment, you're sitting upright, sipping water, and wishing for relief. Sound familiar? Millions of Americans suffer from heartburn every day. Some experience it occasionally after a heavy meal, while others battle chronic acid reflux that disrupts their sleep and quality of life. And what do most people reach for? Over-the-counter antacids, prescription medications, or even invasive procedures. But here's something you might not know. The real solution could already be in your kitchen. Baking soda. That humble white powder tucked away in your pantry isn't just for cookies and fridge deodorizing. It's one of the oldest, most effective home remedies for heartburn, and science backs it up. So how does it work? When you mix baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, with water, it becomes a natural antacid, neutralizing stomach acid almost instantly. Unlike many commercial products that take time to kick in, baking soda gets to work within minutes, giving you fast, soothing relief. Think of it like this. When your stomach produces too much acid, it can back up into your esophagus, causing that burning sensation we all dread. Baking soda steps in and balances the pH levels, calming the storm inside your chest. In fact, a review published in Gastroenterology and Hepatology confirms its effectiveness as a rapid-acting remedy for occasional heartburn. No need for complicated treatments or expensive pills. Just a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water, stirred well, and sipped slowly. And yet, despite its simplicity, this remedy is often overlooked in favor of pharmaceutical solutions. Why? Because we've been conditioned to believe that healing comes in bottles with fancy labels. But sometimes, the best cures are the ones passed down through generations, tried, tested, and trusted by millions. Still, moderation is key. Too much baking soda can cause side effects like bloating, gas, or even worsen acid production over time. The recommended dose is 1 teaspoon in 8 ounces of water, used only occasionally. If you suffer from frequent heartburn, it's always wise to consult with a healthcare provider to rule out more serious conditions like gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. But for those occasional flare-ups, the kind that come after a celebratory dinner or a late-night snack, baking soda remains one of the simplest, fastest, and most affordable ways to find relief. Battling fungal infections, the natural way. Now let's talk about something far less glamorous, but equally important: fungal infections. Whether it's athlete's foot between your toes, ringworm on your skin, or persistent yeast infections, fungal issues are a common annoyance that affects millions. They're uncomfortable, sometimes embarrassing, and often stubborn to treat. Traditional treatments usually involve creams, sprays, or oral medications, many of which contain harsh chemicals that can irritate sensitive skin or lead to resistance over time. But what if there was a gentler, more natural way to fight fungus without spending a fortune? Once again, baking soda steps in. Unlike antibiotics, which target bacteria, antifungal treatments need to disrupt the environment where fungi thrive. And guess what? That environment is acidic. Fungi love damp, acidic places. Think sweaty shoes, warm showers, or even the folds of your skin. When you apply baking soda, you change the game entirely. How? By creating an alkaline environment. Baking soda weakens the cell walls of fungi, making it harder for them to survive and multiply. It doesn't just mask the symptoms, it attacks the root cause. A study published in the Journal of Medical Mycology found that a solution containing 10 grams of baking soda per liter of water successfully inhibited the growth of 80% of tested fungal strains. That's impressive, especially when you consider how simple and accessible baking soda is compared to prescription medications. Using it is easy. For athlete's foot, make a paste with baking soda and water and apply directly to the affected area. For ringworm, sprinkle dry baking soda onto the rash or mix with coconut oil for a soothing balm. For nail fungus, soak your feet in warm water mixed with half a cup of baking soda for 15 to 20 minutes daily. Many users report noticeable improvements within days, reduced itching, less redness, and fewer outbreaks. What makes baking soda so special is that it's non-toxic, gentle, and affordable. There's no synthetic fragrance, no chemical burn, just pure, natural relief. Of course, severe or recurring fungal infections should still be evaluated by a healthcare professional. But for mild cases, especially those that keep coming back, baking soda offers a promising alternative. And the best part? You don't have to choose between nature and science, because in this case, they both agree. Easing the pain of urinary tract infections, UTIs. Now imagine another kind of discomfort, one that makes every trip to the bathroom feel like a punishment. Urinary tract infections, or UTIs, are among the most common bacterial infections, especially in women. The symptoms: painful urination, frequent urges, lower abdominal pressure, can be debilitating. Most people reach for antibiotics, and rightly so. UTIs require medical attention to prevent complications like kidney infections. But what if there was a way to support your body's healing process, to ease the pain and speed recovery alongside traditional treatment? Enter baking soda. The idea behind using baking soda for UTIs is simple. It helps neutralize acidity in urine. This shift in pH may create an environment that is less hospitable for harmful bacteria like E. coli, which are responsible for most UTIs. A small but promising study published in the Japanese Journal of Urology followed 33 women with recurrent UTIs. After 4 weeks of taking sodium bicarbonate as part of their treatment plan, many reported significant improvement in symptoms, including reduced pain and discomfort during urination. While baking soda won't replace antibiotics, it can offer gentle, supportive relief, especially in the early stages of infection or as a preventive measure for those prone to recurring UTIs. Here's how to use it safely. Mix 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of water and drink once a day. Do not exceed this amount or use long-term without consulting your doctor. This method works best when combined with plenty of fluids and rest, 2 essential components of any UTI recovery plan. As always, if symptoms persist or worsen, seek medical attention immediately. UTIs can become serious if left untreated. But for those looking for a natural way to complement their care, baking soda offers a safe and affordable option. Practical tips: how to use baking soda safely for these conditions. Ready to try these remedies yourself? Here's how to do it right, safely, effectively, and without side effects. White heavy check mark for heartburn. Mix 1 teaspoon of baking soda with 8 ounces of water. Stir well and sip slowly. Use only occasionally, not more than once a week unless advised by a doctor. Tip: don't lie down immediately after drinking it. Give it time to work. White heavy check mark for fungal infections. Make a thick paste of baking soda and water. Apply directly to the affected area and let it dry. Rinse off after 15 to 20 minutes. Or, add half a cup of baking soda to warm bath water. Soak for 15 to 20 minutes to soothe widespread irritation. What lies ahead? We've covered a lot in this chapter, from heartburn relief to fighting fungal infections and supporting urinary tract health. Each of these uses shows how versatile and powerful baking soda truly is. But we're just getting started. In the next section, we'll explore how baking soda can soothe mouth ulcers, enhance athletic performance, and even support kidney function, bringing relief to millions dealing with chronic conditions. Until then, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned. Maybe try one of the tips we shared, whether it's easing heartburn naturally, treating athlete's foot at home, or adding baking soda to your UTI prevention routine. Because the truth is, healing doesn't always come from a bottle. Sometimes, it comes from the box in your pantry.